House Speaker Halsam Moutri took the government to task before he abruptly adjourned proceedings on Wednesday morning. Moutri accused the executive of disrespecting his authority in Parliament and failing to adhere to the very same health protocols that it is asking the public to. The Speaker said the final straw came when a staffer was called on to attend House proceedings today after he asked her and others to quarantine following confirmation that the chief clerk tested positive for COVID-19.
So we find ourselves today meeting in a parliament that can be contaminated as a consequence of the coronavirus. In a parliament that has not been sanitized since we discovered that the clerk of this parliament has been affected.
The Speaker, who has repeatedly petitioned for legislative independence, suggested that he is prepared to go to war over the issue if necessary.
I see it as a grave disorder.
Moutri said he reached out to Prime Minister Dr. Hubert Minnis and Bambootown MP Renford Wells, who was leader of government business in the House, on Tuesday to determine how to proceed following confirmation that a staffer had contracted COVID-19.
We wanted to find out how we should proceed today, and we wanted to find out whether or not the staff who were in a challenged position financially to take the test would be able to go to a government clinic. And we waited, and we waited, and we waited, and got no response.
The Speaker said he is fed up with the events over the last few days.
I don't necessarily pick fights or wars. But if you want a war, you can get a war. They say if you don't want a war, don't start one. So don't come in this parliament talking about reading books of war, because more than one person in this parliament reads books of war. And as a consequence, pursuant to Rule 88, subsection 9, this parliament is hereby adjourned to the 3rd of May at 10 a.m.
Earlier this month, Dr. Minnis informed the House that he had read books of war. As for Rule 88, subsection 9, it reads, "In the case of disorder arising in the House, the Speaker may, if he thinks it necessary to do so, adjourn the House without putting any questions or suspend the sitting to a time named by him." Before the House proceedings were adjourned, Moutri also pointed to the lack of physical distancing in Parliament. He said the protocols he set out have been ignored and disregarded.
We established a certain physical distancing within this parliament. The Speaker announced those protocols, and some authority who believes that they have jurisdiction over the Speaker's jurisdiction in this legislative branch has caused numerous chairs to be added to this assembly in breach of the physical distancing protocol. Yet we expect the public to abide by such protocols.
Reporting for Guardian News Network, I'm Jasmine Brown.